Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's racing action here for TTML, and we are here with Division 5 and it's round 6 tonight of season 4, sorry. And I am James, or James Boyle, and alongside me tonight is, as always, Oliver.
Yeah, Oliver Dresnier, also known as NSR Pariah 22, joining James in the commentator box. And we are for round 6 of season 4 here in TTML. We are going to Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. One of the most famous racing tracks in the world, not only in Formula 1, but in all kind of racings. It's just an absolutely incredible racing track. It has changed so much. I think the first race here ever was around, I think it was 1920, 1930.
Something like that.
And it has been on the Formula 1 calendar I think it's been here since the start, but I think there has also been a few years where they didn't race here.
Indeed.
But as I said, it's a beautiful track, and I'm really looking forward to see some racing or 22 laps around here tonight.
Yes, it will be good. It's just over 7 kilometres and it is 3.54 miles, so it's going to be a really interesting circuit tonight to see what happens here at this circuit.
Yeah. Another news we can cover is we see Odd Ranheim driving here tonight, and it's his last race here in TTML. After this race he is going to go out of the league and no longer drive here. So Invictus gonna need a new teammate for the last races after tonight, but Red Bull is they're doing good in the constructor standings.
They are indeed. So let's have a look at them then, as we do, because we will do. Take you through the championship standings, and then we'll go on board with one of cars, have a lap with that, as I quickly go and do something. But yeah, here we go then with the standings. So I'll do top 10 as always, and you do the rest. 118 for Invictus is first. Liam is second on 696. Ranheim with 75 is third. Passels in fourth with 72. 71 for Ronk in fifth. Then it's Samitsky, Cliff Gears, Casey Bernard, Mika and Tunturi is in P10.
Roy Guy on fire in 11th today with 32 points. 3 behind him we got Max Simon Williams, and we got the DR Snellfire, Odeberg Snellsboxen sharing that 4th place with Ferrari in the Haas, and Snellsboxen being reserved in 14th there. Then we got Storm in Renault for 16th place, Jeffrey in 17th. Then we got reserve Shumi and Snulle sharing that 18th, 19th position. No 80 position for Shumi and 19 for Snulle. Silas in 20. And over to Constructor. We got Red Bull leading with 193 points in the second. We got Racing Point in 7th. Haas in 8th. And sharing that 9th position is Alfa Romeo and Ferrari. We see Shumi is back on track tonight for driving as reserve, of course. And we see overcast qualifying. We see a few drivers out on track. With Ensar Smitsky at the moment, just coming out of the pit lane. He has something cool tonight for his car. I just realized that my camera settings at the F1 game here at my dad is different, so I can't see the helmet. But the helmet is made actually out of my sister's favorite color, because of course, as we talked about last week, the 20th of June there will be a race night, or charity race night, having a fundraiser for Great Ormond Street Hospital in London. If you want to know more about that, you can go in last week's stream where we talked a little bit about it. And in honor of that, Smitsky said he wanted to have a helmet with favorite colors of my sister, or my sister's favorite colors, because she's born with one of these rare syndromes.
Yeah, that is very nice of Smitsky. I'm just seeing his car right now with his helmets. You can kind of see his helmet there right now on my screen. I don't really have the setting for the helmet, but there you go. First out, by the way, was Maxi, so he'll be the first one to start a lap. He is, as he goes into corner 1 now. I'll be back in 1 second, and we'll keep you in the comfortable hands right now of Oliver for about a minute or two.
Yeah, let's go on to, let's see, Maxi. I'm gonna just find him. He's going off radio now. One of the most beautiful track and long stretch with a DRS, good overtaking possibilities in the race, but it's qualifying now and he's getting into turn number 7 now. Let's go best and everything spins it out, and that was his his first start lap. Let's find next 1.5 lap. That is, I think it is Storm. Yeah, Enderstar Storm. So the Enderstar Storm going into Let's Come Best now. Turn 7, 8, and 9 in his Renault. Didn't drive last week. I'm not sure about the race before there also. But he's back here at Spa-Francorchamps. See here. The Renault driver. Looks like a good lap. The hairpin there can be very harsh if you drive without ABS brakes. Then it's a really hard one. Easy to lock off. Myself, or I do it so many times. Through Puhan. Yeah, I don't know how to say it in English. Not here in Norwegian either. But then through the next one, turn 13, through turn 14, Campus, then we gotta be careful not to exceed the track limits here. Also in turn 15 here, easy to go a little bit wide sometimes, but Storm stays inside the track limits. Going through turn 16 into Curb-Off, into Banshee, turn 17 is the next corner, and then we're gonna turn into turn 18 here. It's a very dangerous corner because this inside curve can be very slippery. Then we're going into turn 19 and 20, the chicane, or best stop chicane, as it looks like a best stop sometimes, people say. And then onto the main straight again, and Storm's lap will be a 1:43.4 as a banker lap. Then we got the reserve of Ferre. Incredible race last week. His first ever race in TTML with a second place in qualifying. He will just get a 45.4, so a pro lap here in the start. Obviously Invictus go for 142.64 pole positions. We can go on board with, I'm just gonna have to find the stream, actually I've forgotten to do that. Really smart of me. Here we got a stream, so I know where we're watching. I see that at the moment, sadly, because James had to do something quickly. Your guys are just in the pits, but I will do a little bit of radio for you. There's he back, following Ronheim's car now. He's on an out lap, but he's going to start his lap very, very soon. We see he's going to let first he's going to let the McLaren of Cliff G's past him. Cliff G's actually being on the medium tires. But he's going to do he's going to start his another lap now. But we go back to Odd Ronheim. I think they're starting another lap him also. So Ronheim into turn 1, then a little bit deep there. Of course, you have to go deep, but not that deep. Then it's going to go down to Arouche Radio. It's firstly Arouche because of the Red River underside there, and then it's Radio up the hill. Left, right, left. It is. Onto the Camel Straight then. It is beautiful Red Bull for the last time this season. Ronheim, a strong driver. I think he has been on the podiums a few times. Not sure if he's been on victory. We haven't got him into some interview. I think he went to bed right after every race. Ronheim, you have to do better with that. You don't need to sleep. You need to answer questions from me. So yeah. Down through to the next corner then. Turn 12 it is Puhan. We're just going to say that like that now. We see the sun is starting to come through the skies here. Or through the clouds, I mean. So the track will be a little bit warmer for the drivers. And going to be a little bit harsher on the tires. Purple sectors from Ronheim through after second sector. We now see there's a Williams in front of him. Hopefully that Williams won't block Ronheim's hot lap. Going into the last stop, best of chicane then. Getting a good lost corners here, and he's gonna come out on the main straight. What will it be? It's gonna be a 1:42.6, and it's a new pole position right in front of Invictus with just 2/10. No, 200s actually of a second. So close. Then we got Smitsky has got to P3, Cliff G's in P4. So next one on the hot lap is DR Snellfarer. Oh, you're back.
Yep. You can carry on though if you want.
Yeah, just taking a look here. See, the Snellfire is the next driver on a half lap, so we're gonna stay with him.
Let's see what he does then, as he heads about to head out of Sector 2 in a second. He is. Let's see what he's got then in Sector 2. Is it going to be a quick Sector 2 time here? It looks purple. So that must be, it could be purple for everyone there, or it could just be purple for him. We don't know.
It's purple for him.
Coming now through the sweeping corner he goes now, up to the bus stop chicane he now goes. Let's see then what Snuff Favre can do. Yeah, I butcher his name, I do apologise. But yeah, into the last corner now he comes. It's going to be it looks quick this lap, won't be pole I don't think. It could be actually. No, third, 42.749 there for him. Next to come across the line will be Ronk on a lap. Or will it? No, he just started a new lap because he invalidated. Maxi crossed and he's going to start a new lap, I think, because he invalidated. But out right now.
What we can see is that we got a few drivers on the mediums actually.
Yeah. You can see that because you've got Cliff Geese on the mediums, Bernard. Yeah, no, quite a few. So it's surprising. Would you expect to start on the mediums if it's a dry race, or?
I would start on the soft tires and the soft medium, maybe Pete around lap 7 or 8.
Okay. Well, it's interesting then that they come on the softs then, on the mediums I mean then. As you can see, Cliff Geese is in 2 laps on his mediums there, so they're going to be worn in a bit. They are there. Next person to start lap, just seen Storm start his lap as he heads into corner 1 now. He does, up the old start line straight he goes now, down it I mean, sorry, and then he's going to go up Eau Rouge and Radion, which he does now very nicely. Now down the Camel Straight he goes. But yeah, it's going to be interesting tonight to see what happens. As we see right now, as I just show you the timings now, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, the top 6 are separated by 4 temps. That is it.
Freakfunk just went into 4th there.
Oh, Storm has slowed down on his lap now. So let's see what Maxi's doing. Is he about to finish his lap off here? Yes, he is. Back to Maxi we go then, as he breaks into the bus stop chicane for the first time on his first flying lap here. Let's see what he's got here as he crosses the line. 42.709, puts himself P number 3.
Good lap there, and also on the medium tires. That's impressive.
It is very impressive there on the mediums.
I'm looking on Roy God on Fire now. Currently P16 all the way in the bottom in a racing point, but on his first soft lap then now.
Yep, let's see where he is on his lap. He's about to head into, I think it's is it called No Name, I think this corner is.
Yeah, I don't think it has any names, that one. Oh, no it isn't, but now it's going to Puan.
Yep, up for Puan. So it's Brussels, No Name, Puan is that section. That's the only corners I know around here, and the bus stop. And
I have a track map right here.
But here he comes then. He's about to head out of Sector 2 and he is here. Let's see what his time is. 14.1, so it's quickest for him anyway. Let's see then what he can do as he heads through the next corner, and in Sector 3 now. Through the sweeping corner he goes now. Invictus, a 142.041. Pole position for him at the moment. So just under 6 tenths quicker than the rest of the cars here he is. But let's see what Ranheim can do. Sorry, what Jordan Fire can do here. He's coming to the line now. Probably won't be pole, but it's going to be a good lap here. 42.245, P number 2.
Oh, I haven't realised Invictus has improved his time. When it was 42.0.
Yep. Yeah. Here comes Shumi then to the line with 5 minutes 40 to go. And he sets a 43.0, slots in P8 for his first flying lap of the day. He does there. Liam and I'm Silas have not come out yet. They've not. I'm Silas has just come out to start his lap, but yeah. As we look at
tonight, I'm actually gonna have Schumi and Ronheim as one of my favorites because I've seen them drive here earlier, and both of them, especially Schumi, I know he's very good at this track. I think it's one of his favorite tracks, and also Ronheim, he's very good at this. So I probably will have them as some of my favorites for tonight's race.
Okay. But yeah, wait, let's see. Let's go to Schumi because he's the next one on our lap. I agree with you. I think Ranheim, I think Invictus is going to do really well. I think Ranheim's going to do well tonight as well. So if I had to pick some favourites for me, yeah, Schumi. Well, no, I'm going to say Samitsky for me, and probably Ranheim will be my two to watch out for. Because as here comes Samitsky now, sorry, to the line. He looks quite quick on this lap. Not quick, but quick enough to go improve on his lap there and stay in P6, but goes to 42.763.
Right behind Snellfire, actually, also. Snellfire just started a lap. Maybe we can find someone finishing a lap. I see Silas has spun around. I think it's up a route. No, not the route, but radio.
Let's have a look and see. Well, somebody is who's finishing lap is Samitsky, but I think it's Schumi, I mean, but I think he's maybe coming into the pits here. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He's finished. He's done a 43.0 for his lap. Only 6 thousandths ahead of Cliff Geese when his lap there. But on out laps right now, Bernard comes around the last corner now. Oh, and makes a little mistake, and I think that's his.
Snellfire is on a hot lap. He's on the one, I think.
Let me just check. Yep, Snellfire is the only one. So let's go on board with him then. And let you take... If I can actually go on board, if I can find his car. And let's go and have a look at him then as he's about to finish the lap, I think, here.
Something surprisingly, we see Liam, or Limek AFC. Last week's race winner with an incredible race. He also won, I think he won at Japan. One of the strongest drivers here in Division 5. He hasn't set a time yet, and he is on an outlap, but with the medium tires. As we see, Storm has retired in the pits. So an interesting choice for Liam here. As we see Snellfire coming through the last corner, it looks like he's gone a good lap, but not pole position. A little improvement and up to P3.
Indeed he is. We're now going to look at the next car that's on our lap, which is Bernard, who's actually just invalidated as we speak, so nobody's on a current lap right now.
I went on board with Silas there, who was going into the pits, and he was very unlucky because he touched the right side of the wall, and then he like jumped over to the left side, got into the wall, and he lost a bit of front wing, but just standing there for 2 seconds, and then the glitch just came and his wheel popped off.
That's so unfortunate.
That glitch is so annoying.
Well, here we go then. Everyone's on their last run right now. First car to start the last run is Passels, who is heading up into the braking zone now off the Camel Straight. Passels is unlucky with, I think, last week's race. He was indeed unlucky for last week. So not unlucky last week, he was good last week, sorry, came third, sorry, what am I saying?
Oh, Bernard is out of the session. I think
where was that?
He has crashed. I'm gonna go on board Invictus to see his car. Oh, just missed it. I'm not sure what happened there. But back to Pastel then, he's gonna go into the third sector now. Let's see, right on his time. Let's see if we can get a good bust up chicane and maybe improve.
I think he has Invictus or Ranheim in front of him here, which may get out of the way. They do indeed get out of the way, which is good. Into the bus stop he goes now then. What's it going to be this lap? He needs to beat a 33.8. Sorry, 43.8 here he does. This looks quick. It's a 43.823, putting him a little bit quicker. Only a tenth quicker, but still. Not too bad. Who's next then on our lap? I think it's probably Tanturi, would you say?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's Tanturi, then Liam.
I think it is as well.
The qualifying is over, the last times will come, and now we see Maxi, Spitsky, and Klishis are finished with the qualifying. Also Snellfire, Storm, Bernard and Silas has retired. Let's see now, Tenturi in his Williams, currently 144.2, can he improve? I think it's a little improvement. It's a little improvement, but not that much. Then we got Liam, he's on the medium tire, hasn't set a time yet. One of the fastest drivers probably here in the V5. Can he improve or get a good lap here? He does, it goes P3, but we got cars finishing, we got Ronheim, but he's on an invalid. What about Ferre? He's actually up on his time for with half a second, it says here. Let's take a look then. Ronheim is finished with his qualifying then. The Haas of Ferre, second race in TTML. What can it be? It's gonna be a little improvement up to 11th there. Then we got the Mercedes of Passel. Little improvement, not that much. What about Invictus? Invictus goes into the pits actually. Then we got Freak Ronk.
Yes, he's coming. Oh, he's pitting.
He's going into the pits. Then we got Shumi.
Shumi will be next.
Roy on Fire is finished.
So just Shumi now to come to the line. What's his time going to be here? He's not invalidated, so he can take this to the line. This looks a okay lap here. Just needs to beat a 43 dead. And he does, a 42.4, P number 3 for Shumi there. Very nice lap there from him. There it is, and I think that is it. Qualifying is now over, so it is going to be Invictus pole with Jordan Fire second, Shumi third, and Liam fourth. Fifth is going to be Sneffather, and then it's going to be Ranheim, Maxi, Shumi, Smitsky, sorry, Frivronk, Cliffkeys as your top 10. But let's have a look and actually see this, because we're going to get now into the times when they come in. Of course, I'll do top 10.
Yeah, I can finish off here. Or let's take a look at this then. Top 11 separated by under a second, and pole. Also, I saw a message from Invictus. He forgot to change tire set in. But outside top 10, Ferry in 11th, Storm in 12th, Bernard in 13th, Passel in 14th, Turn in 50th, and Silas in 60th with no time. So interesting qualifying here, and I gotta say I'm really surprised by Roy on Fire in P2 and Shumi in P3.
I agree. It's one of the best qualifying I think George on Fire has done this season. Up there, so it's going to be interesting to see actually what he can do in the race, if he's going to get swarmed at the line or not.
Yeah, which is an overcast here. No rain for the drivers, lucky for them then, but of course, who knows what can happen, or they know of course what can happen later in the race. But it would be interesting with some rain.
It would be indeed. Very interesting to see what happens with the rain around here. 25 seconds to go then before we do get into the race here tonight. What would you do if you weren't in top 10 right now? Would you put the softs on, or?
Yeah, soft.
Okay. Let's wait and see. You could even see maybe some hards, which would be a bit of a weird strategy, but you never know. Just got 4 seconds to wait now until we go into the game, and actually the game tells us what the drivers have gone on tyre-wise when we put that on. As the lights are on, and the formation lap gets underway now. So just to tell everybody, everyone, well actually it's interesting because everyone in not the top 10 has gone for softs except Passels and Tenturi gone for mediums, and of course Cliffkeys, Maxi and Liam all qualified on the mediums anyway in qualifying, so had to start on them. They do. Here it's 22 laps if you didn't know around this circuit, so a one stop as we've just been saying in qualifying is one of the best strategies. You can do two if you really want to, but yeah, if you're on the medium tyres you go straight to softs I believe.
Yeah.
Around here, but it is a really long, it's quite a long lap around here, 140 something, so
Yeah, and in the race now they're going to be almost maybe between 145 and 150.
Yeah.
Of course, it is the longest track on the calendar. Oh, it's rain. It's raining. What? Do you see it?
Not yet, but we might do in a second.
Oh, I'm on board, and you can then barely see the drops, raindrops.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, one raindrop has gone onto the Jordan Fire. Now 2. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see because it did this it did this in a different league I was in, and basically it rained on the formation lap, then didn't rain, and then rained again on like lap 2 or 3. So we'll wait and see what lap we get.
I remember in the Norwegian league, in the 30 we should have the commentate where also rather hard drives. On Canada, everyone started on dry tires, and the rain came on the formation lap, and they drove the whole race, so 35 laps without going on to the intermediates. They did soft and medium and hard all the race because it was so light rain.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see then, but it looks a bit heavier than light rain right now, but we'll have to wait and see as they head now, as the game now picks up the cars and takes them to the grid. The game takes the cars just as they come into the bus stop and then takes them to the grid, so we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But yeah, we don't know, it could be raining just for the formation lap and not until say lap 4, who knows. But here they come then, into their grid positions they will come, and then they get 22 laps this circuit. As we said, it is a soft to medium or medium to soft, or you can do hards, but that'll be if you come in really early.
But we see a lot of water coming from the tires as we're gonna wait for the 5 red lights for this race tonight.
Let's just wait and see with the last couple of cars slotting into position. Now they do. There you go. Soft to hard or soft medium is the call tonight from the game. Red lights are now on. We wait. They're now off and away we go here. Rajord on fire gets a great start here, he does. But Invictus gets an even better start here, he does. They're side by side in corner 1. Anyone in the background making a mistake here? Let's have a look as we go right to the back of the field. Everyone looks like they're clean at the moment through corner 1. It's still Invictus from Rajord on fire here, who is really pushing him up the Arouge and Radion. He is here and he looks like he's going to try now for a move. Does Rajord on fire here already? It's only lap 1. We still have 21 laps after this one, and they're side by side and he's done it. Through he goes. As he goes there, breaking into the corner, there was a mistake, I think. Well, a look from Liam there to try and get past Snufffather, but he doesn't get through there at all. And it looks like Ollie were all clean to start with after the first 4 or 5 corners.
Yeah, they're great. So further down the field, Maxi doing an overtake into a Rouge past Freakwang. Really impressive to see. As we see it side by side further down, it's Passel getting past Silas, I think. Really close. Oh, the turret touches Silas. Silas goes into the wall and loses an end plate actually. Oh, goes wide here. Is Max gonna try and on Passel? He's gonna go on the outside here maybe. Oh, he has to back off because he has to go in the grass, and that's not a place I want to be. But the Freakwang getting back past Maxi, and now gonna hunt down Ferre. And we see still some little bit of rain there. We see Silas with a penalty. And Invictus really close on Roygard now into the best of which can. Is he going to go for it now then? They won't get any DRs into lap 3. If not, it's going to be too much rain. And look at this, he's going to go on the outside of Roygard into the best of chicane. Are they going to go side by side? They does. Can he get past them? Still side by side out on the main straight. Roygard gets a better exit and keeps that leading position. But what about now then, Invictus? Are you going to go for the outside? He wants, he stays behind. He can't take it down to the Camel Straight then maybe. Oh, Ferre and Freakwang going side by side. Are they going to go side by side into a Rush maybe? It's over, they're going to back off. At the moment it looks like they're going to back side by side. Oh, Freakwang has to back. Got a little bit under the Ferre, almost scratching and Freakwang gets around. And into the wall, and there goes his tires, and Freakwang is out of the race.
I didn't see what happened there. I've just seen his car in the wall, so I don't actually know what happened because we didn't see it on the stream. We're watching the battle here with Invictus and Rajord on fire, and safety car has now been deployed.
Oh, Liam is out of the race. What? He has went out here after turn 9 into the wall.
Oh.
And that was the one driver challenging Invictus for the driver championship. He's out of the race.
Is it because it could be a bit too wet now?
Yeah, I think it's too wet now, and also for drivers on the mediums as well. I saw Centauri has just pitted as well as Maxi. Or maybe just Maxi. But yes, as I saw there for Freakwonk and Ferre, side by side into Rouge Radio, it can work, but not with rain. Well, the limits, Freakwonk had to back out, and Ferre almost spun. Freakwonk had to avoid that. A little bit wide end, and on the outside of the track there, it was too much water, and he spun around.
It's going to be interesting now to see what happens here, because it's not a lot of rain coming down, which is enough to probably go on to wet, but who's going to pit here is the question. Is anyone actually going to pit? Let's have a look and see as we watch the leader here with Jordan Fire. He doesn't pit, the top two don't, but in comes Shumi. So something we know here that Shumi does know, same for Samitsky, he's in as well. Let's have a look then and see what's going to happen here with Samitsky, Samitsky and Shumi. Shumi's in. What's he going on to here? Another intermediates already. That's an early call for intermediates, I feel. But let's have a look and see, because a few have come in for them. But we go back up to a Jordan Fire now, on board with him, and it doesn't look wet enough.
Nah, it doesn't look wet enough right now, but imagine in a few laps it maybe could be, because Freakmonk has just wrote in, of course, in Ensor have a Discord, and here he wrote, whole race we're gonna have rain.
Interesting then.
Maxi has bidded for soft tires, I think. No, okay, he hasn't bidded it, but there, he's gonna put on the intermediates. So everyone except top 5 went into the pit for intermediates. That's really interesting.
Maybe the top 5 know that we could be seeing DRS and A disabled about a couple, maybe 4 or 5 laps time or something. Oh, Tenturi's out. Where was that?
That is, I think I saw a car spinning as well. Yeah, it's Ferre has spun around.
Yeah, Tenturi crashed in a Rouge just for Radion, so he is out
yeah,
there.
It's too much rain. It's raining a lot.
Let's
now,
have a look on board.
Going Ferre, you can see that he's having too much problems now with his weather. So I think Roygaard, Invictus, Nelfar, Ronheim, and Ferre, they made a mistake of not pitting, because it's raining a lot more now. And okay, imagine that maybe DRS will be enabled at the start, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think so. Then maybe the soft starts will be better in the start, but I guess that within lap 6 intermediates will be better. So everyone who stayed out has done a big mistake now, because look, the whole field has catch up to them already.
Well, it hasn't said on our screen, I know we haven't had DRS yet, but it hasn't said disabled DRS, meaning that it's too wet to actually use the DRS completely. So I
can say that 4th division have a sunny race.
In they come then, so in comes the top 2. I don't know about the rest, but we'll have to wait and see here. The only one who stayed out is nobody. Everyone's come in, so they made it a late call back. Oh,
Silas!
Silas is out. I must be. It's at the bus. It's there. I can see his car. Let's go off board and have a look.
It's Blanchimont.
Oh,
probably went too fast there
into
and
the wall.
an oversteer. I would imagine an oversteer having to straighten up and then went into the wall.
There you go now on back of Maxi's car. It's spray. You can see the spray now come up, so it is spraying now. As
Maxi goes into the pits again. Okay, that's doing damage.
Here we do, but this is last lap, should be behind safety car.
Yeah,
crazy so far.
Shumi then leading now, and we have totally forgot a podium prediction, I realized, but still we're too far into the race to go for that one now. But we both said some of our favorite drivers for tonight, and I said of course Shumi and Ronheim. Shumi was one of the drivers who did pit when the safety car came out, and look what that did to him. He's down P1, and I know this is a strong track for him, It doesn't do many mistakes, so I think this is going to be a really interesting run from the reserve driver in the Mercedes now. And then we got Smitsky in second and the other Mercedes in third. So Mercedes having a great race at the moment.
Indeed. So yeah, I said for ones to watch out for. I think it was Ranheim like you and Smitsky in second. So keep an eye out for them because they are two drivers who can be, as you said a minute ago about with him, can be two drivers to be good in the rain. And Smitsky did it brilliantly with Schumi. They both came in bang on when the rain started coming down a little bit heavier at the end of lap 1, and have done a really good job here. They have. As we have 12 racing, by the way, that means that I'm Silas, Tunturi, Liam or Lime, and Freak Vronk are out of the Grand Prix right now. They have all crashed out and have not finished. Gonna finish the race tonight, they're not. Just to say, by the way, that last is a whole 23 seconds behind the safety car here, so he will have to catch up here because I think this is last lap behind the safety car, if I'm not wrong. We'll have to wait and see though. Let's just check if safety car is coming in or not. Let's check. I think it... No, it's not. Safety car's not coming in then. We're having one more lap behind the safety car then. Yes, we are. Oh, it could be a bit heavier now because there was a massive slide there from Schumi, who's P1. Does that mean we could be... Does that mean we could be having in a couple laps time wet tyres?
Within just 5 laps how much worse the weather turned out to be, so I wouldn't be surprised if we would see wet tires later on. Oh, Snowfire and Invictus have a collision. Or I think Snowfire went into the back of Invictus.
He did. So that's a 5-second time penalty for both.
Yeah, and wing damage as well. For Snowfire.
Yep, and as you can see with Max's car, he's going full speed. Not full speed, but quite quicker than the rest of them. And Spray is coming up quite hard now, and he's caught the back of them now, he has here. So we are all in the line of a safety car, just waiting now for the safety car to come in. Probably be the end of this lap then. And it is Schumi leading, Samitsky second, Passel's third, Cliffkey's fourth, fifth is Bernard, sixth is Storm, seventh is Jordan Fire, eighth is Invictus, Snellfather in ninth, and Ranheim is your 10th position.
What's happening with Ferrer? Ferrer just went off track, taking out some of the braking boards. It was just rolling on the outside on the grass there.
Maybe
weird,
it's...
weird.
I don't know, it's weird. As Bernard and Storm gets a penalty now for a little tap on the back of Bernard there. Must have been a collision with Bernard.
Oh, there was Roygaard into Storm. Gets wing damage. I think the driving we're seeing here now, there's a lot of 5-second time penalties, and what I think we're seeing is that the guys are speeding up and then suddenly brake because they speed up too much, and it's just chaos actually.
Yeah, it is indeed. We have to wait and see then now, as we can see what the safety car is going to do, because it should be... There we go, it's coming in, so the leader slows it right down here, but the game does it for him, but then he now... The game does it for the first 3 or 4 seconds, then he takes over the rest of the race. But let's see what happens here then. As we head to start the race now, we do properly. Here we do it again. So we got 1.5 laps in we did, and then after that we've not had really a race here, we haven't. We have... loads of laps to go still anyway, as they're coming into the last corner now. Safety car's in the pits already. Hasn't gone yet, Schumi hasn't. Let's see when Schumi goes. He's gone. Straight out the last corner he goes, and we're green racing now on circuit. We're racing now, we are for the rest of the race. As the top two are close. Here they are, as we're back into away green now. Down they go then, down the second straight here. As you can see, Samitsky right on the back of Schumi he is here, as they head to Rouge and Radion. Let's see what happens here for the first lap in the wet on full speed down Rouge and Radion here with every single car. Are we going to see slides? down here. Let's have a look. As we go a bit further back now, just checking every car through it. And they were about...
having some problems. And Roger and Invictus almost went side by side, but Invictus backed out of it.
They're side by side now.
And Roger actually let Invictus pass there.
It looked like he did, indeed.
It's maybe because Roger has wing damage, and in the next corners here he will have no chance.
Well, maybe, but Matt...
Cliff G's braking late there, almost touching the back of Pastel's car.
But the leaders are still breaking away. They've got a gap. The top two have of 1.4 seconds over anyone else. So they've gone pretty much away. Got a good start they did there. Closest battle in your top 10, by the way, is this one that we're looking at right now. We're going to look at, I mean, which is Storm and Bernard, who are close together. 3 temps separate Storm, Bernard, and Bernard to Cliff Keys is 3 temps as well. As Storm makes a little mistake, goes on a little bit of there, and that will let Invictus close up here, and it does indeed let Victus close up. But what's going to happen here between them is interesting, because Invictus looks quicker than Storm now, because he made that tiny mistake. But let's see. Here goes Invictus then.
Oh, Cliff G's going slow there. Oh, and it's touching here and almost missed what's going on here. The Cliff G's was going very slow suddenly. I don't know why.
He was, and that lets Storm through. What about Invictus? Is he going to try into corner 1? Oh, he taps the back of Cliff Keys. But not enough to get wing damage. There, he doesn't.
Does Cliff G have any wing damage? No.
So I don't know why he went slowly there.
Yeah, it's real weird.
But let's see then, as they exit Rouge and now into Radion, exit that now, they do. And let's see what Invictus can do here as they head down the second straight, the Camel straight. Now they do. Invictus has a great run here. Can Invictus get past into the corner? He looks like he's going to try it into the corner, but no. And Cliff Keys covers that off. Something must have happened to Samitsky because he was 3 temps behind. He's now 7 temps behind. Make that 8 actually. There he must have done, but let's see as we look at Invictus. Right, we're looking at the battle, which is Bernard trying to get to Passels here. This is the closest one in the whole field, but it is, well, it's interesting really here it is, because the sun looks like it's trying to get out of the clouds, but at the same time it's still quite heavy rain.
Yeah, is Warguard get a time penalty for track limits? Yeah, here I also went into the pits to change that front wing. Also Snellfire did that.
Here then they do, as it looks quite slow. The pace of the cars probably isn't slow when you're on board with them and looking at them. Just quickly to tell you how quick they're going, we'll keep this on for just 1 second for all of you guys who are watching. Just ignore the stuff on the screen. But going around that corner there, the quickest they were going was 96 miles. Was 196 miles an hour. That's for anyone who lives in England. You will know what that is.
Of course, they can't see my screen, so I can have on the telemetry and tell it next time we get there. Was it through Blanchimont, the back straight?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, okay.
The sweeping corner.
Okay, so I can take the kilometers per hour. I can tell you the kilometers per hour through a Rouge radio.
Okay.
So let's see here, going into a Rouge 307. Oh, a Storm spins around. He's gonna go into the wall. Oh, and he's lost his back wheel. I was really surprised. I was on board with him and didn't see any tires go off. And then looked behind and see his back tires went off.
Wow.
That's a virtual safety car. That is bad luck. But I was on board with Storm, so not a perfect example. But of course, into a Rouge radio, he was going, or into a Rouge, he was going 308 kilometers per hour.
That's a lot.
But of course, his virtual safety car ends before Blanchimont. Can also take a look there.
Okay. Well, we still have some battles going on here. The closest one, as we say, will be Invictus versus Cliff Keys when the virtual safety car gets put away. Should be in about a couple of seconds time, so don't worry about this. It's just a very quick. It's like a very quick. It should be here. As it's green,
Yeah.
we are back underway then as they head around the circuit. Now they do. So, maximum they're going to be doing here for anyone who's living in the UK who does miles per hour is going to be around 195 to 198 miles per hour.
Okay, onward with Shumi now, going out on this back straight. I'm gonna tell you when they're coming close to Blanchimont. At the moment, 280. 290. 300. He was up 280 kilometers per hour through Blanchimont, and right before there he was going 303 kilometers per hour. So the drive's going really fast here, even in the rain. And I think 300 kilometers per hour is about 200 miles per hour.
Yeah, it is. Something around that, but here he goes and does Invictus. He's closed it right up to the back now. 2 tenths behind Cliff Geese. He is here. Cliff must have made Geese must have made a mistake here. He must have. But let's see then as they head down the historic start line straight now. Oh, there's a mistake from Maxi, and he nearly hit the wall there, but he just did a quick slide. He gets back on now. But the 2 teammates are near each other. But here he goes, then does Invictus. Side by side they go now down the Camel Straight. And is this going to be Cliff Geese letting Invictus past? Or is Invictus have to work for this? He's got to work for this actually, because Cliff Geese is not giving that position up. Braking later he goes. A little touch, both of them touch they do there. But it's clean enough. And Invictus is through. As we now take a look and see what his teammate can do on him. What can ODD Ranheim do? Can he make it past here, or will he be overtaken by Ferrer here? Who it's, by the way, it's Ferrer's home race, this one. He's a Belgian, and it's a Belgian Grand Prix.
Also, I can give you an update about Shumi's straight line speed on Camel Straight. He was up into 321 kilometers per hour. That's insanely fast.
And I think it's Passel's home race as well today, so...
Yeah, it is. I also know that in 4th division it's Ensar Freypepper's home race. He's also a Belgian.
But as we can see from the lead, the gap's gone up from the 7 tenths it was when the virtual safety car came out. It's now 1 tenth. It's now 1 second.
Oh, Invictus on Passel now through Blanchimont. Really close on the back of the Mercedes. Mercedes versus Red Bull. Look at Passel going much slower than Invictus here. Is Invictus going to go for it into the best of chicane? He breaks later and goes for the dive and up to P4, the Red Bull driver. And it's a long DRS train here behind him down to P9 for the Belgian driver Ferrer.
Here we go then into corner 1. We're looking at a different battle now because Bernard has closed it right in on Samitsky here, and Samitsky is still that 1.1 seconds behind Samitsky. Behind Schumi, so we're going to have to wait and see what happens there. But as you are rightly saying, we do have Passels, Cliff Geese and Ranheim and Maxi and Ferrer all in the line, which is interesting to see. But let's see what can happen here. Ranheim has just got past Cliff Geese, as you can see, very nice move there. And let's see what Maxi can do here. Let's see if Maxi can get past him here. Yes, he can. Is Maxi going to try on Ranheim a little bit here? No, he backs out here on lap number 10, which means we have 13 laps to go now of this race in the wet conditions here, which is going to be staying probably for the whole entire race now.
Yeah, I would guess so.
Because it still looks like it's coming down. Not heavy, but heavy enough to potentially maybe keep it for the rest. But what is your thoughts on the first, I would say, nearly half the race?
Exciting. A lot of we got 5 drivers out of the race, and the conditions here it makes it really interesting also. And of course, if you see the top 3 separated by 1.6 now, Smitsky is 7 tenths, 8 tenths behind Schumi, and it's just so close to see. We got, I know I said DRS train, of course we don't get any DRS, but still we see Passel, Ranheim, Maxi, Cliff Geese and Ferrer really close. I think maybe Maxi can almost do a try and Ranheim a little bit too far behind. As we see, Invictus is closing up to Bernard Smitsky here, but he still got 2 seconds to go almost. So yeah, he do have 2 seconds, almost 3 actually.
It is, but Bernard is now closed the gap. It was 5 tenths, 6 tenths actually. It's now 4 tenths. I don't know. I think it may be just that Bernard has quicker pace from the bus stop to Rouge and Radion, and then after that it's just Samitsky's quicker for the rest of the lap. That's what it looks like to me anyway on that battle there. But let's head a bit further back for a second, because here he goes then. Let's see if the Red Bull driver Ranheim can get past the Mercedes driver of Passels here. They head down the straight now, they do. About to head into the braking zone now, they do. And he has a look down the inside, but nope, thinks better of it and can't do it there. And now Maxi is closed up to the two of them, and it's going to be a three-way scrap now for P number 5. As Maxi looks even closer now to the back, because we have a yellow flag out.
I think Ferry.
There we do. But you can see now all three of them are in the same camera shot here, which is lovely to see.
Ferry got wing damage.
It is here. But let's see then as Ranheim trying to get past Passels. He is here. As let's see if he can do, but they're very close to each other, as it nearly looked like Maxi was going to try for a move there, but didn't look like it was going to pay off or anything was going to happen there, but made a little mistake as Passels. Nope, Passels just keeps the position as Ranheim nearly hits the back of him there as they head out of the corner now, up the sweeper now. They're about to go about.
Almost as Ranheim crashed out there.
Isn't it? Is this Ranheim's last race today?
Yeah.
So he hopes to get a good one and get Red Bull as many points as he can.
No.
But he makes another mistake there.
Ranheim, you scared the shit out of me. But I'm taking a look at the position change. Passel is up 9 places. Bernard is up 10 places. Smitsky is up 2 places. So Bernard actually started all the way from P16 from the back of the grid.
Bernard Would on Fire is the biggest loser, down 9, and Sneffava is down 5 as well. But here he goes then. Is he going to try it here up Rouge and Radion? Let's go on board with Ranheim here and see what he can do here. Is he going to get past Passels this time, or is Maxi going to be overtaking him, or is Cliff Geese going to have a battle here with them? Let's see then as Ranheim now has a look on Passels. Here he does. Goes to the outside. Oh, Passels left session.
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with his Wi-Fi there. He was ghosting him a little bit. So Ranheim is passed. Max is going to get passed, and very soon Cliff G's it's also going to get passed. But now, look at this. We got a close fight for P1 now between the top 4 drivers, separated by 2.7 seconds.
We do indeed, but let's have a look at this one. As that battle happened, Maxi is closed in now 4 temps on the back of Ranheim still, so that's going to be a battle to keep an eye on here. And to keep an eye on your top 3, as we say, your top 4, because Victus is closing rapidly. He was 2.4 as we said. He's now 9 tenths behind Bernard, so that's a good battle, little scrap. Let's see what Bernard has got here tonight. Can Bernard close up to Smitsky here? As you can see, the gaps look like about 2 to 3 car lengths anyway, separating all of them.
Something we haven't talked about, their tires. Of course, they can go to the finish because they've done pit stop, but does the tires last that long?
It depends with your intermediates really, because I've seen some go like 30 laps on intermediates, but then I've seen some people only do say 12 or 13 then pit, so it really depends on what circuit you're at.
I think some driver, Bernard brakes very late there, almost touches the back of Smitsky's car. But some drivers may have a 5-second penalty from the safety car, and if they have to pit, that's going to be a big lose for them.
It is going to be a big loss for them, but it happened. As we said it would happen. Invictus is now right on the back of Bernard. He's closed it in. He's 4.6, but 0.46 behind, and he is closing that gap even further in now. He is to try and get that P number 3 here tonight. Can he do it? He's trying to get P3 after making a call where the safety car came out, and he stayed out on the soft for an extra lap when he pretty much shouldn't have done. and is now going to try and battle for the podium position here. As we say, the sun is trying to come out, but it's trying to crack through the clouds anyway. But it's still raining here on circuit. It is here as we're on lap 13 out of 22. So this is officially your half race distance lap. This is now. So let's see what can happen as they come around on this lap here. But it's still, as you can see, 4 cars for the lead. We don't know if it's going to be Schumi, Smitsky, Bernard or Invictus for the lead. Ranheim and Maxi having still a little scrap for P number 5. What's happening in that one? Nothing really. Maxi keeping the gap around between 5 and 8 seconds. But is Maxi there having a look?
Oh. Invictus touched the back of Bernard a little bit there, but no wing damage, no spin.
He is having a look, Maxi is. And Maxi's done it because Ranheim pitched for some reason. Does he know something we don't?
Could it be that the tyres doesn't last the whole race?
Let's have a look. Yep, on to another set of intermediates. So maybe they only last about 10-11 laps.
Yeah, he didn't change front wing, so... Oh, Invictus now closing in on Bernard real large. Bernard must have more downforce than Invictus probably. But Invictus got to settle it down inside. Oh no, he doesn't. Backs it out. The last second there.
Let's see then as he absolutely tries to get past but can't at the moment. Invictus. And there's a sector crashing out. Goes Farah. Where did he crash?
Home race.
Oh, he crashed Radion, I think.
But now everyone should actually pit maybe for new intermediates because then they are sure to go to the finish.
Yep, because we have a safety car. So it's going to spice this one up now. It is. The only people who don't have to pit are Ranheim, are of course Snufffather, and of course Passels don't have to pit, and potentially with Jordan Fire everyone else does. Well, may have to pit here as they head now down into the sweeper. In a second they'll head into that corner and they will literally have 2 corners to go and then the bus stop, and then they'll be finishing the race. The racing lap here they will on lap number 14 out of 22. We have now 10 racers still racing in this one.
Just give an update about 4th division. It is they're on lap 16 of 22. Still Sun. We got Mercelt leading the race, and there's only 2 drivers out of the race there, and that is Robin and CLE Storm. As we see the drivers going into the pits, Schumi on soft tires. What? I think that was a bit of a mistake. They can't go on soft tires. Ronheim say, oh yeah, of course Ronheim stays out. He pitted last lap. Passo also pitted last lap, so he stays out. Or the AI of Passel. Snellfire has already pit, so stays out. Going really slow.
They're going with
5 Smitsky and Schumi has collided. And Smitsky has lost one of his sense plates.
Why they did, by the way, is there's that bridge where historic start line is.
Yeah.
Safety car didn't move. It moved very slowly as they got to it, and they both just tapped into the back of each other. Well, he tapped into the back of him.
Real bad like then there's a wing damage for Smitsky. Schumi on soft tires. I think that must have been a mistake maybe. Because it's not weather for soft tires yet. Really interesting events we got here now. So much happening. I think Sage Car will can maybe go in this lap because the field is back together. And we actually only got 10 drivers left. That's insane.
Indeed, we do. As we're looking now at Shumi, he's leading on the softs. May have to pit. Same for Smitsky. May have to pit. Shumi may have come on the right tyres. He thinks anyway. I don't know. Maybe he's made a mistake. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't think it's the right choice.
Well, he's hoping then the safety car stays out for one extra lap then, just so he can pit. Potentially again then to go on to some intermediates. And the safety car is going to stay out.
Yeah.
Let's see what Shumi does. Shumi stays out.
Wow.
So Shumi thinks that the softs are the right call here.
Is he gonna dry up for the last lap then, maybe? But still, he needs a few laps also for the track to dry up. So, I'm not sure about this strategy.
You never know, it might not be the right call, but he thinks it might be. But let's have a look and see then. The rain is slowing, so that's a sign, that's a positive sign.
Sorry for that one, forgot to turn the sound off my phone, my mistake.
That's fine. But yeah, it looks like the rain is slowing, but hardly. But we'll have to see what happens here, we will. So just to give you the cars that are out of the Grand Prix, if you're just tuning in here tonight to Division 5, where have you been? It's been a hectic first 15 to 16 laps here, but it is Ferrer, Storm, I'm Silas, Tenturi, Liam or Lime, and Freak Ronk have all retired from this race, either crashed out. All have just crashed out of this race. That means that it is Shumi leading, Smitsky second, Bernard third, Maxi fourth, Klifke's fifth, Invictus sixth, Ranheim seventh, Passel's eighth, Snufffather in ninth, and Rajord on fire in 10th here as they head around to complete the lap off here. They do. What a race this is going to be, because we have, if you are just tuning in, Smitsky on some softs for some reason. I mean Shumi's on some softs for some reason. I don't know why, but as you can see the sun is trying to get through, but it's still raining. It's an interesting one. Do you think he'll stay out, or do you think he'll come in this time?
I'm not sure, because the weather is shit, to be honest, and his tires are just not the right one.
No, they're not. The weather is bad, yes. Let's see, because he's not gone yet. As we are moments away from getting going, the safety car, let's have a look, now pulls into the pits, so it's whenever Shumi wants to go, we will get this race underway here, we will. And Shumi's gone, but he's not got the best tyres on, because straight past him goes Smitsky. So Shumi has made a mistake. Maybe they are intermediates, but on our screen they're definitely not. And everyone's going to just go straight past him here, looks like. As Klifke gets past Maxi, very nice move there that was. But let's see up at Rouge and Raja and what's going to happen here, because they're going to go quite quickly and maybe not quick enough for some here. Let's just check if everyone gets through. Yep, everyone's clean and through for the moment.
Oh, it's gonna be 3 wide here. Maxi, Invictus, and Ronheim maybe. Ronheim backs out of it. Oh, look at her, they're going 2 times side by side, and 3 side by side. Shumi gets spun around, and Ronheim touches him and loses a little bit of his wing. Chaotic things going on here. Maxi leaves place Invictus. What was going on right there?
I think everyone was just a lot quicker than Shumi because he's on the softs, and Bish and just Concertina defected there, really.
I think that's because Shumi, like, we can see that it's not tires. Oh, look at Bernard now on Smitsky. So I actually cut myself there, but it's just not the right tire for soft now. And we saw that immediately into turn 1. He was much slow with those tires.
He was indeed. Let's have a look then as they head into sector 3 now. Bernard here is closest and looking like he's going to get past first.
Ronheim letting Snell farther past there actually. Probably because he has wing damage going to go into the pits now.
Mistake from Samitsky. He's gone off. He went off at the corner there. That could let Bernard close up and get through here. But he went wide and didn't lose a position. He didn't gain any ground either. So that just tells you something there. It does. Samitsky is crossed the line. Shumi is... Let's just check and see. We'll go on board with Shumi now as he heads into the last corner. Very quickly we will go on this because I want to check. Yeah, doesn't pit.
What?
Well, there you go. Well, it might be a glitch on our game that he may be actually on intermediates, but who knows.
Oh, Invictus trying on the outside of Cliff. You see to turn 7 there. Didn't work out. Or turn 6 maybe. No, turn 7.
Well, Cliff... Oh! That's a mistake from Bernard. It's that lets Cliff Geese and Samitsky, and Invictus, sorry, and Maxi close up here. And we could have a battle.
Cliff Geese here also.
But Bernard's closed up again to Samitsky now, and he's going to try and get past him. Just to say that it is Bernard 5... Snuff Feather 3, 5 for Jordan Fire, 5 for Shumi, and 3 for Anheim here. As we're looking now, we are at the battle. As inside goes Invictus, and he's done it. Invictus is through. And is he going to get past Bernard this time? But Bernard looks like he's being held up a tiny bit from Samitsky.
And look at Max, the Snellfire there, also right on the back. Top 6 is separated by 1.7 seconds. That's just insane. Oh, look at Bernard now on Smitsky. He's not gonna go try to go past here. Also Invictus backside of it's too dangerous. Go side by side here in the rain. But now then Bernard are gonna go on a dive on Smitsky. He doesn't. But Invictus goes into the back there, and I think there was wheel damage for Bernard there as well. And there goes the back. It's all chaos. I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh, Maxi's gone. Maxi spun, and he's lost a couple of positions. And he goes side by side. He with Passels his ghost car, I think it was.
Yeah, there are so much many of the drivers choose to go side by side with someone. Roy gonna fire and still further go side by side, touches almost spins around, and I'm not sure what's going on here. I think that's the thing is that the drivers they go for it when they see a small gap, but they forget that it is raining. You can't just
go and around goes Snuff Feather. It comes back on now with a little bit of wing damage, but not a lot. There he doesn't. And just to tell you, Shumi is still out on circuit on them tyres.
I'm still surprised by that choice.
But, as I can confirm, it has stopped raining.
Indeed. That's probably why it went on the soft tires, but still, the track isn't even close to being dry.
And he's done it. Invictus is through, past you, Smitsky.
Up to P1 then, leading the race. I think Invictus has a Smitsky out. Wing damage maybe? I think? Yeah, he has.
I think he may do a tiny bit, because here comes Cliff Geese then to have a battle with him. Snuff Feather gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He must have a penalty, must have something, Samitsky, because he's now 6 tenths behind Invictus. Invictus made a mistake, and he's back into second, and Invictus into the pits.
Oh.
So something that Invictus is doing here, maybe he knows something that we don't. It could be dry tyre time.
Snellford goes into the pits, but he had wing damage.
Let's check Invictus here. Has he got wing damage? No, he hasn't. He's putting on the softs.
Yeah. He got wing damage as well, changing front wing.
He is.
So something must have happened.
But he's put on some softs. Well, I never. This looks like it's going to be interesting. Track hasn't dried enough, I don't think. Yes, it has actually down the Camel Straight. It looks really dry. Maxi's through. Maxi's made it past Bernard. Very nice move there from him. But here comes Smitsky. Look at this. Smitsky has done a cracking job here. If he can close that gap in, he has brilliantly done this. But it was a bit too early, I believe. Still.
But look at the trackers have actually dried up very fast now, and Invictus almost touched the wall out of the pit. But now, still, he have 30 seconds up to Smitsky. So if you want to get him, they have to go into the pits as well, because even if DRS enabled now, he has 30 seconds to catch up in 2 laps. Cliff G's has gotten past Smitsky.
There is still a tiny bit of spray, but hardly.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm impressed by Rogan on Fire. He's back up to 3rd. He got, I think he qualified P2 maybe? P3, P2. And now Smitsky and Roygard there. Scary situation. But yeah, Roygard was unlucky and had some problems, but just worked back up to P2 now. Really impressive.
It is indeed. Let's have a look here then as Smitsky comes out of the last corner, nearly on the back of Maxi there nearly touched him, but didn't, luckily. Let's have a look then here. These guys are losing time here, as you can see right now. They are losing time. Let's just watch Invictus as he comes into corner 1 here. He's 24 seconds behind them here. We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen with him here. But already, when you can see here, 23.8 seconds, 7, 23.6. He's closing in rapidly here. But let's have a look at the battle here. Has Maxi got enough on with Jordan Fire here to get past him on these intermediate tyres? They think they've got enough here with this 1.5 laps to go to keep the intermediates on here. Do you think they will, or do you think these soft runners will close up?
I'm not sure. There's this lap and 1 lap left. I don't think. I don't think the soft drivers will catch up. Maxi really wants to get past Roygard there. Both of them got penalties. Also Bernard right on the back of Smitsky now. So Smitsky having problems on intermediates and with the wing damage. Oh, yellow flags. Who's that? That is Invictus. He has spun around and lost his end plate.
Oh, Shumi and Maxi! Oh, I'm bored we were with him there.
Yeah, me too. Holy shit.
Holy shit. Yeah, holy shit as well.
I was like on board, we just was looking for the birds or something.
But here we go then, white flag is out, and this is it then, last lap for everyone here. It looks like it's going to be a win for Cliff Geese, 2nd for Jordan Fire, and 3rd for Smitsky here tonight. But we'll have to wait and see if that's going to be the case or not here tonight, because there are a few cars that still can get podiums if they really wanted them tonight. But yeah, here they do. But let's have a look then. With Jordan Fire has Smitsky, sorry, but Cliff Geese has Jordan Fire right behind him here, and I think if my maths is correct, Jordan Fire has got a podium here tonight. Yes, I think he has. But what a race though from Jordan Fire, as we had to say it again, we do. As you can see here, he was all the way down the order, now he's back to the top. Driver of the day will be going to either 3 drivers here. Geese, Bernard or Passels if it stays as we are. So that'll be interesting.
Look at Roygaard now. He hasn't lost any places. He started P2 and he's on P2.
But sadly,
And,
Pattles isn't here.
Yeah, and about Roygaard also that I think it was one of the drivers all the way in the back and now up to P2. So that's really cool to see from the Racing Point driver. Let's see then, Cliff G's in the McLaren. Liam won last week in the McLaren. This week, it is Cliff G's turn to take that victory. Going into the best of chicane for the last time tonight. And he's going to go out on the main straight with Roygan on fire behind him. And that is a victory for Cliff G's. Impressive race entering from him. Takes that first position. Then we got Roygan on fire taking P2. Smitsky gonna take that P3. No, Bernard takes the P2, passes the P3, and Roygaard gets pushed down to P4, and Smitsky goes down to P6. Invictus P5. Whoa, that was a lot of position change because of penalties.
It was indeed. Here he comes then, does Shumi, who I think 3 laps ago should have pitted about 2 laps after he did for these tyres, but he crosses now in P8, P7 and gets some good points there, he does. P8 will be Ranheim and P9 will be Snufffather, who is now coming across the line. He is now, and that is your race finished. To sum up that for me, mad, crazy.
What a race.
Yes, what a race. We may have time actually, so if you want to do interviews, we can do actually, I think, because my internet's holding up.
Yeah, we can do that. So I'm gonna get Cliff GC into the party.
Well, we just had a comment come through, so we're just going to quickly read that. And that was... Let's go. From Bernard. Yes, so it was. Cliff Gee's winning 56.379, which is the quickest lap there. 48 minutes and 6 seconds there. Bernard second. Third, Passels. 4th for Jordan Fire, 5th Invictus, Smitsky 6th, 7th Shumi, 8th Ranheim, Snufffather in 9th, then your non-finishers were Maxi, Ferret, Storm, I'm Solis, Tunturi, Liam, and Frivonk.
So, who's your driver today?
For me, for gaining places wise, I've got to give it to I've got to give it to Bernard. Really good race from him. But for overall race to get back to where he needed to be, with Jordan Fire definitely, from having that mistake in the first couple of laps, going all the way down the field, he definitely gets a good drive today for me. Cliff Geese as well gets a great drive today. He's a good drive from him as well today. Really did put on a show and showed us that even with 4 laps on the dries, you can still use your wets to advantage and get to the where you need to be.
Yeah,
and I think he's in here with us now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna agree on that. Of course, men drivers doing good race as well, Cliff Cheese, but I'm gonna go with the same with Roygan on fire. But now we got the race winner. Last week it was your teammate. This week it is you. Congratulations with another victory for McLaren. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels amazing. Honestly, it was quite optimistic for me, but at the end of the season, or at the start of the season, I felt that I had good pace. I talked to you at Abu Dhabi last season. I have really improved my pace, like during the break, and I was trying really to go for the constructors title with Liam. So unfortunate for him to drop out here. I just want to apologize to Invictus first of all, because I held him up like a couple of times because I was so scared. Like going into Eau Rouge, I lost a half a second every time I went to Eau Rouge because I saw so many people crash. I was like, I'm just gonna bring the car home, just like last week, and that was the plan, and it turned out amazing. No penalties, no nonsense. But then at the end of the race, like when I was behind Zemitsky, I saw his 5-second penalty, but I didn't know for what. Like maybe he could like turn that around. If I don't pass him on track, I'm not gonna get the win probably. So like I was like, I'm gonna win it on track, and it feels amazing. And I just want to thank Will Funky Chicken known because he's helping me a lot, and he's helping my team so much. So I would just want to take this opportunity, take my minutes after race start, in the rain. So I chose for that strategy. Didn't work out quite as I wanted, but yeah, I just got really lucky, I think, and I can thank whatever helped me to get this victory. Because yeah, it was a weird race.
And next week it is Russia, Sochi. What are your thoughts about that track? Looking forward to it?
I'm gonna need a lot of practice because Russia is maybe one of the tracks I literally never do. But I'm looking forward to it to show that I can really have consistent pace instead of being like a scared dangerous driver on the road. So yeah.
Yeah, over to you then, James.
Yeah, I've got to say again, well done. Good win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just quickly just check one thing. Yeah, so coming from 10th, were you surprised? I know you saw him do it with I think it was Shumi to come in early to get the softs on. Near the end of that, where there was like
actually, at the end of like the rain, like in a couple of I don't know. I didn't really see. I was just focusing on my own race. Just literally, if the rain comes, I'm just all about take the car home, take some points, be happy with it. Because I've never finished an actual rain race before. So yeah, that's most important, I think. But I actually didn't see him come in and take the strategy to softs. But at the end it was very dry. But maybe like a lap more, maybe two, it played out very differently. So again, I can't just. I think I got really lucky.
Yeah, because wasn't it were you surprised though how you still managed to have that pace on them intermediates near the end?
Actually, I was, because everyone saw it. I was not the fastest man on the mediums. I think I was at one point, I was literally last of the people who hadn't crashed and lost a lot of time about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I tried to save the tires in the beginning, so I could extend them maybe to go on the softs if it clears up earlier than expected. But then I got, again, pretty lucky with the safety car, so it cost me almost nothing to get in. I didn't think I even lost a position. Maybe I won some because Invictus had a penalty that he removed. So I was really surprised by everything.
Yeah, I was as well. But well done anyway for winning the race. And I think we have Bernard here. Hello. I think so. Well done for second. Was that as easy, as hard as it looked? Yeah, it was.
Just gonna go. Everyone, good night. It was a good race. Thanks for the commentary again.
Thanks for a good driving. And again, congratulations with the victory. Have a nice evening.
Good night.
Good night. But yeah, back to you quickly. Back to Bernard then. Was it surprising to have that, like, for the whole race nearly, having you, Invictus, Samitsky, and like Majord on fire having that battle? Were you like? Was it like worrying, or was it fun to have? Yeah. Anything you've got to say, Ollie, to Bernard?
No, Bernard Stelsten, really impressing driving from that good pace, and I saw that you did a very good navigation with that podium. Well deserved, man.
Yeah, I think it was a bit. Yeah, but yeah, are you were you surprised with the podium today, or? Are you surprised with the podium today, or were you expecting a podium? And okay. And are you looking forward to next week then when we go to Russia? Honest, at least you're honest. At least you're honest that you don't enjoy that circuit. Well, you never know. Could have to see a few cars crash in that one, or penalties go your way again. Well, thank you again for joining us. And Ollie, do you have anything else to say before we end the stream, or?
Nah, I don't have much else to say. Actually.
Okay then. Well, we are heading into the last couple of rounds of this championship. We're heading into the penultimate the last 4 rounds, sorry, of the championship. Next week we will be. Next week we are heading to Russia. Another interesting circuit to go to. Not a street circuit, but it kind of is kind of a street circuit kind of layout. And do you enjoy that circuit, Oliver, or?
Sochi in Russia, not
Yeah.
a fan of it. I'm gonna be honest, I've never liked the track. Both, or real life, watching a race there's okay, but driving there, I hate it. So I'm so happy that I'm not gonna be on the track, but that I'm gonna be in the commentator box.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't like really racing at it, but yeah, hopefully it's going to be fun next week though. As fun as it was tonight to see, as it was, quite a few cars crash out tonight, which was interesting to see. But a really interesting race though, as we say, with Bernard, with Jordan Fire, Invictus, and all of them and Passels before he disconnected in the midfield there, having a massive scrap, and then Bernard being the gainer of all that and coming in second as well. So it's all good. There it is. So yeah, next week we will be back with this Division 5 with Russia. So join us then. Thanks again, Ollie, for joining.
As always, it's a pleasure being here.
Yeah, and just remember everybody, as Ollie said at the start, the 20th of August, 20th of June, sorry, what am I saying? 20th of June, we're having a like a charity race for one of the last things we do on this game. This league is, so join us for that as well. I think it's 6:30 UK time for that.
Yeah.
So join us then as well. When the season finishes, we'll have that. But yeah, from all of us here in Division 5, it's goodbye. We'll see you in Russia next week. So, join you in a week's time. It's goodbye from me, James. And we'll see you in a week's time. Goodbye.